Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to explain the working of a schemic trigger circuit, which is one of the experiments actually in the lab. Now, see in this experiment, it's divided into two parts actually. The first one is simple comparator. The second one is schemic trigger. Now, see this. Look at this circuit. It's a very simple open loop op-amp circuit comparator. So this is pin number 2, where for pin number 2 we have given a source, AC source, and for pin number 3 some reference voltage is given, that is 2 volt. Okay, so what exactly happens here is whenever the input voltage given to pin number 2 goes above 2 volt, that is reference, output will change from plus saturation voltage to minus saturation voltage. Just look at this here. Till here this is plus Vsat. You can see, observe over here, this is plus Vsat. Whenever the input crosses 2 volt, what happens is the output here changes from plus Vsat to the minus Vsat. It remains there. So when the input goes again, say the input voltage in the circuit, if it goes below 2 volt, that means if the voltage given to pin number 2 is less than pin number 3, output switches to again plus Vsat. This is what happens. So when input voltage given here is more than the reference voltage, in that case it goes to minus Vsat. If it is below the reference voltage, if the positive voltage is more than negative voltage, plus Vsat. If the positive voltage is less than this voltage, this is minus Vsat. That's what actually happens in the comparator. We're comparing two voltages, and based on that we get a saturation voltages there. Now going to the schemic trigger part here, as you can see, this one, this particular circuit. So what I'm using over here is, again, the input is given to minus terminal, that is inverting terminal, and the reference voltage is given to this positive terminal by not using the supply, but by using some resistor voltage divider network, or the resistor division circuits, you can say, R1 and R2. Now, this point is connected to this point. That means the voltage across this resistor now act like a reference voltage for pin number 3, that is non-inverting terminal. So how to get the voltage for this? The voltage will be given by the output only. Okay, the output will be either plus Vsat or minus Vsat always, remember, because it's an open loop circuit. The highest voltage what we can get is plus Vsat or minus Vsat. Now in case, and how to design the circuit now. Okay, so what we have done here is we have designed for UTP equal to plus 6 and LTP equal to minus 6. That is both LTP and UTP, that's upper trigger point and lower trigger point of a schemic trigger are equal but opposite in polarity. That is plus 6 and minus 6. So UTP is given by this formula. Assume one particular resistor over there, and saturation voltage is 12 volt. That's what we have assumed, because supply is 12. So the saturation voltage should be 11 actually, but in this case taken as 12 volt. And we calculate the resistor value R2 from using this formula. So R1 is given as 1K, saturation given as 12 volt. Only the unknown value UTP is 6 plus 6. Calculate this. Calculate R2. R2 will be equal to 1K. So this is 1K, and this this is 1K. This is also 1K. LTP is given by this formula again. The only difference between this formula and this formula is it is minus Vsat. Okay, so LTP will be negative, UTP will be positive, equal. Now in this case, what happens is when again the input negative voltage, see the voltage given to negative terminal is more than positive terminal, it will be minus Vsat. If the voltage given to the positive terminal is more than this, if plus is more than minus, it will be plus. If minus voltage is more than the plus voltage, it is minus Vsat. Now let us consider the voltage at a particular instant of time is plus Vsat. If this is plus Vsat, the voltage across this will be designed such that we get a UTP voltage, that is 6 volt, plus 6 volt. So plus 6 volt will be the reference voltage. Now when an input goes, say, above plus Vsat, when an input goes, above plus Vsat, that is, UTP, and the input goes above UTP, what happens is the output this changes from plus V saturation to minus V saturation. I assumed that initially it is plus Vsat. When input goes above, see this point, this is UTP point, this is LTP point. As you can see over here, this is UTP point, this is LTP point. When input goes above the upper triggering point, this point, the voltage given to negative terminal is more than the positive terminal. So what happens? The output changes to minus Vsat. It remains in the minus Vsat. When input goes below minus 6 volt, okay, say in my circuit here, if this is minus 7, this is minus 6, this is more than this, right? So this changes to plus Vsat. Okay, so the same readings we can take by using the transfer characteristic also. This is UTP, this is LTP, this is plus Vsat, this is minus Vsat. It remains in the plus Vsat and the minus Vsat. This is input voltage x-axis, output voltage is y-axis. When an input goes above plus VSAT, UTP point, that is 6 volt, output changes from plus VSAT to minus VSAT. It remains there. When input goes below, say minus 6, now in that case, this goes from minus VSAT to the plus VSAT. This is another circuit. Now I'll go to one more circuit here where the UTP and LTP are not equal, not same, but both UTP and LTP are positive voltages. In this case, plus 6 and minus 6, but here in this case it is plus 8 volt and plus 4 volt. That means both UTP and LTP, the upper trigger point, lower trigger point, both are positive voltages. How to design the circuit? So what is the circuit diagram? First of all, we have two diodes. The reference voltage is required. What is the reference voltage? It should be, you have to calculate that. I'll tell you about that. So I have a diode, resistor, two resistors and two diodes. Now, how to design the circuit? Now, I take a UTP and LTP. You can assume any values, no problem. UTP is given by this formula. Find out, assume resistor, say this one, R3 equal to 1K. Find out the other resistor, that is R4. So R4, this is R4 actually, it will be equal to 2K for a saturation voltage of 12. So reference voltage, what about reference voltage? Reference voltage. Now in this case, what exactly happens is, I'll go to the reference voltage a bit later. See, when this is either, I said again, the output is plus VSAT or a minus VSAT. If it is plus VSAT, some positive voltage, that time the diode will conduct, because positive voltage, diode is a positive, that is anode is connected there. This will conduct, and the current flowing path is this, right? Similar to this, but actually there's a one diode here, that's it, one diode. So this will conduct, and this is the current flowing path. So voltage, whatever the voltage across resistor R4, that is 8 volt in this case. Now the upper trigger point during the plus VSAT, 8 volt will be generated, and that will be the reference voltage for this. Okay, the voltage at this point with respect to the ground means across the resistor R4. So this is the current flowing direction. So 8 volt will be the reference. Now, if it is minus VSAT, that time what happens is this diode will be reverse biased and act like a open circuit. Now, what will be the reference voltage then? The reference voltage is given by these two components, that is the supply and the diode. So the reference voltage will be this. That is reference voltage for pin number 3 will be given by these two components. Now, reference voltage minus this, because we need some certain voltage to conduct the diode, right? That is 0.7 ohm for a silicon diodes. So I'm assuming that this is a silicon diode. This diode will conduct only after 0.7 volt. So I apply some 4.7 volt here. Anyway, this will be subtracted by the diode. Diode will not conduct until that particular point. That means this will be now open loop actually. There is no connection from this point to this point. So when the voltage applied in the power supply goes above 0.7, in that case it will conduct, act like a short circuit. Now that time this is a short, and this reference voltage, this supply will give you the reference voltage to this. So that voltage will be, say, V reference minus VD. Okay, that is V reference minus VD will be, say, or you can say LTP plus VD. LTP is taken as 4 volt plus VD will be 4.7 volt. So we have to apply a 4.7 volt here, and V reference minus VD will be the LTP. That is 4.7 minus 0.7 will be 4. That will be the lower triggering point, because this diode will conduct only after 0.7 volt. Okay. Now in the transfer characteristic, as you can see over here in the transfer characteristic, so this is the transfer characteristic over here. It is plus 4 and plus 8 volt. That's what I'll get. You can go to XY mode in the CRO and you can observe it. I'll show you in the lab. See the waveform also. In the waveform, when it is plus 8 volt or above 8 volt, changes from plus VSAT to the minus VSAT. Whenever it is plus 4 volt, changes from minus VSAT to the plus VSAT. Again, the working will be same. If the voltage given to this terminal is more than, if this voltage is given to this terminal is more than this terminal, output will be minus VSAT. If this voltage is less than this voltage, or positive is more than negative, in that case plus VSAT. Now I will explain one more, the last circuit here. This is same as the third one, but the only difference is both LTP and UTP both are negative. That is minus 8. As you can see over here, it is minus 8 and minus 4. So what we have to do compared to the previous one, just change the diode direction, and supply also. It is reversed. That time it was plus and minus, it is minus and plus. So in this case what happens is, during the minus VSAT, if the output is minus VSAT, diode conducts. So the voltage across this resistor will be the reference voltage here, reference voltage. During the plus VSAT, if it is plus VSAT, this will be reverse biased, and at that time this will provide the reference voltage here, and that will be equal to 4 volt. That should be equal to 4 volt. That means we have to apply a 4.7 minus 0.7 will be 4. That will be the lower triggering point that you can observe in the waveform here. It's minus 8, minus 4, changes between plus Vsat and minus Vsat. So this is about working of schematic trigger. Now we will go to the lab and I'll explain how to conduct the experiment.
Welcome to lab. So here what we have done is we rigged up a circuit, the first circuit in the schematic trigger, that is comparator, where the reference voltage given is actually 2 volt. As you can see over here, by using the power supply, the reference voltage is given 2 volt, and by using a function generator we have given the input signal, that is sinusoidal signal, with a voltage of 10 volt up to roughly 10 to 15 volts and a frequency of around 1.35 kilohertz. That is the voltage. This is the dual supply which is used to give the supply plus VCC and minus VCC to the IC op-amp, that is pin number 7 and 4. As you can see in the CRO, we are getting a way the input signal is sine, the output is square or maybe a rectangular, you can say, where you can measure the upper triggering point and the lower triggering point here. In this case, comparator is a simple comparator where when the input voltage is more than 2 volt, the output will go to the plus Vsat, that is positive saturation voltage, and whenever the input voltage is below 2 volt, it goes to the minus Vsat. So as you can see, the point what we have is roughly yes, it is around just have to adjust a bit here. Both should be synchronized. Now it is fine. So as you can see here, the input is around 0.6, you can say 0.6 multiplied by 5, that is around 3. So that's what we are getting. The same thing you can observe by using XY mode, that is hysteresis loop. So again you have to set it properly initially. This point is around 0.4 and multiplied by the range is 5, now it is 2. So it is exactly matching. In the XY mode it is exactly matching, but in the other mode it is not exactly matching, but still it is fine. Okay. This is second part of the schematic trigger circuit. This is part B, where we have selected upper triggering point and lower triggering point equal, that is plus 6 and minus 6. So the circuit is designed for UTP and LTP equal to plus 6 and minus 6. And again, just look at this, the same setup we have made. Supply is given, the plus VCC minus VCC. The frequency given is around 1.38. It can be anything, no problem. Voltage given is around 10 to 15 volts. Now as you see over here in the CRO, we are getting a waveform, that is input is sinusoidal wave, the output is somewhat rectangular kind of waveform. So there is upper triggering point and lower triggering point over here. So this point is upper triggering point and this point is the lower triggering point. If I measure it properly, so what we get is, see this is around 1.2, I can say 1.1 to 1.2, that is the upper triggering point, 1.1, 1.2 roughly, multiplied by 5 is 6 plus 6, and lower triggering point is roughly again at around 1.1, actually I am getting in here in the waveform, multiplied by 5 is 5.5. So we designed for plus 6 and minus 6 and we are getting plus 6 and minus 5.5. Now same thing we will measure by using a XY mode, that is hysteresis loop. Okay, sound is not coming like this. If you are getting something like this, you just press again and again, you get something like that. Check whether this dot is at the exactly reference line, the middle of the reference line here and the origin. It's proper. I'll release it. So when I release it, just look at this again. So this is 1.1, 1.1 into 5 is 5.5. It is 1 point roughly. I think might have shifted. You can cross check again. Yes, it is shifted. Adjust it properly. You don't touch any wires. Okay, now again 1.2. This is 1.2 into 5 is 6. This is 1.2 into 5 is 6. Exactly matching, right? So this is schematic trigger with both UTP and LTP equal. That is plus 6 and minus 6. So this is the next circuit where the upper triggering point and lower triggering point both are positive. So what we have done here is upper triggering point selected is 8 volts and the lower triggering point is 4 volts. So this is the setup. So the reference voltage what we get is around 4.7 volt. That's what we have set. And by using a function generator, the frequency given is around 1 kilohertz with around 15 or 20 volts as the input. That's what we have given. This is the circuit connection, you can say. Now if you look at the output, this is the hysteresis loop, that is XY mode, that's what we have set. Now this point is a lower triggering point, this point is the upper triggering point. Now it is 1 into 0.6, 1.6 into 5, that is 8 roughly, and the lower triggering point is 0.4 into 5, that is again multiplied by 5 over here, so that is 4. So whatever the theoretically we have designed, the same thing we are getting here. Now if I observe the waveform, even here also I should get the same thing. Okay, now the upper triggering point, this is the upper triggering point when it is going positive. 1 point, roughly you can say 1.6 again into 5 is 8, and lower triggering point here is this one, 0.4 into 5. That is, sorry, not 0.4, it is exactly, it is around 0.6, you can say 0.5, 0.6 roughly, and multiply by 5, it is around 4. That's what we are getting. This is the other circuit. So this is last part of the experiment, where what we have selected is the upper trigger point and lower trigger point, both are negatives. That is, UTP is -8 and LTP is -4. Again, the reference voltage what we have to give is around -4.7. So we have changed the connections there, and this is same frequency. Okay, so this is the connection. The circuit diagram is implemented, and finally just observe the waveform here. The upper triggering point and lower triggering point. This is the lower triggering point. It is 0.6 to 0.7, I think you can say, multiplied by again 5. So this is multiplied by 5. So it will give you around 3.5. That is the lower triggering point. Then the upper triggering point is matching with, see, as you can see over here, it is 1.2, almost 1.2 or 1.3 multiplied by 5. It's roughly 8. So both upper trigger point, lower trigger point, both are actually negative. So if I check in the hysteresis or XY mode by setting this properly, okay, see this, it's almost 1.8 into 5, that's what I'm getting, and the other one is around 0.6 into 5, that is 0.8 into 5, that is 4, and almost 1.8 into 5 is almost 8, I can say. So this is a schematic trigger.